It's your boy Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Thunder. I want to talk about Wynton Marsalis. Now, I'm a Wynton Marsalis fan, and I like listening to his music. I've been listening to his music since I was a kid. So, I love jazz, and but I like it how he said that rap music is literally more dangerous than than Confederate statues from history. And I like how he said it is because of this. The politically correct crowd, was demanding that those statues would be removed because it supposedly promotes racism and whatnot. And that obviously right there was totally false. It was downright bull. It was downright BS, you know, of the whole racism claim. Yet, the statues itself were more or less about preservation of history. Does that mean that we are bound to repeat history? No. Because we don't. Because it's one thing to learn. It's a whole nother thing to repeat. To repeat it. Sorry. And my thing is this, ladies and gentlemen. I agree with Wynton Marsalis to a lot of degree because the real reason being, and he also had pointed this out, that we black people, like to partake in listening to music that degrades women, let alone degrading us. You know, how is it acceptable to, how is it acceptable? My thing is this right here, America, and I'm pretty sure you understand me right here. Because my thing is this, America. How is it that we black people like myself, like to accept the fact that it's okay for one of us, for a black person like myself to call another black person the N word. But if but if anybody else from any other ethnicity calls us something like that, you know, we be ready to threaten them with physical violence. It's downright hypocrisy, in my opinion, if you ask me. And it's like this. And another thing I want to talk about is this. When it comes to you know us you know calling women the B word. We listen to all this rap music that supposedly has the B word in there. Uh, do I find that acceptable? No, because how can a man like me or anyone else for that matter supposedly respect a woman and they call women the B word? You know, I don't. I myself don't even approve of calling women the B word at all. You know, you know. There was a time I called. There was a time when I was like a teenager. I called some girl in my classroom the B word. I got. I suffered some good consequences. I was in detention for that time. During that time, I was like a kid in high school when I said it. And obviously for me, I don't approve of calling women B word. Okay, so but yeah, and But I like how Mr. Marsalis basically denounced Kanye West's, you know, supposedly coming out as a conservative, because when it comes to think about it, I said this in a video not too long ago. You know, in the case of Kanye West, saying that he likes the way how Candace Owens think. I was saying that what he was saying might be was literally nothing more than just a publicity stunt, in my opinion. And literally, Mr. Marcellus kind of took that same context out of my mouth. So, because Kanye, he's also a rapper too, and in the past he basically made some vulgar statements in his music too. Okay, now I'm gonna set the record straight too. Like, of course, there are some people that's going to be pissy about this situation, because to call one genre of music to be, degrading, yeah, it's quite ridiculous, because every genre of music, you know, I listen to all music. Okay, that's one thing. Now, there are some individuals who I've heard individuals from my lifetime who stated that you know rock music would be classified as quote unquote devil worshiping music. But and I've been to a rock concert before, but I have not seen any form of rock music that condones into that type of behavior. So I'm a little. I partially agree with Mr. Marcellus on this, but at the same time, I do state that calling one genre of music to be, to be dangerous, would be offensive. Now, I've listened. Now, I would say this, in my honest opinion, when it comes to rap music, you know, a lot of rap music from like the late '70s, early '80s, and some in the early '90s had really had a message, a real good message. Not all rap music, you know, doesn't degrade women or any of that matter. I give you a prime example. Um, I give you a prime example. Biz Markie. I'm a big fan of Biz Markie. I mean, he never. I mean, from what I from what I can recall, I don't think he ever degraded women in any of his music whatsoever. But yeah, to say that rap music in general is like a degradation of basically being more dangerous to the black community. I mean, being dangerous to the black community, it's kind of pish posh. It's kind of a mixed bag right there. I mean, maybe it's an opinion, and yes, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Okay, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions on him? I'm Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Thunder. I am signing off. The link to the article is in the description. Um, please like this video and please share. Talk to you later. Be good to each other. And I'm out.